and let them talk.
This right here, Reese, that I'm looking at right now. Let me go ahead and connect this to our Roku device so I can show the people on the screen. This right here that I am pulling up is remarks from Attorney General Eric Holder on the 10th anniversary of this particular bill. Now, again, for all the people out there who keep yelling, hollering, and screaming, we need an anti-black hate crimes law. This is what this actually says. The Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act of 2009 provides funding and technical assistance to state, local, and tribal jurisdictions to help them to more effectively investigate and prosecute hate crimes. It also creates a new federal criminal law which criminalizes willfully causing bodily injury or attempting to do so with firearm, or other dangerous weapon when, one, the crime was committed because of the actual or perceived race, color, religion, national origin of any person.
Bitch, what you hollering for? What point are you making? What point are you making by hollering when you read this? Nothing you're reading is specific for black people. Nothing
No,
in
Joe. There's only two races. Black and white.
Oh.
And so we know they're not making this for white people, so it's got to be black people.
So this hate crime bill won't protect white people either. What you saying?
No, that's what he's saying, because he said we already have something specific to us,
right? Because he's saying this
as you so as you so eloquently pointed out, when you interjected, he started screaming. You know, when he said race,
that didn't change
color.
anything.
Nah, but I'm just saying, like, as you pointed out, to him, race and color, religion, that's like all of that's like black people shit. Like, what y'all mad for?
What you mad for? National origin or any person?
Man, he caught you on a bad day.
Yeah,
Joe done had it up. This is the straw that broke the camel's back.
He didn't even write down the bit. He didn't even write it down.
Yeah, that's what stick. That's what stick. So I want to make sure I got the numbers right. 88 convictions. All right, or 42 indictments. So 42 different crimes, but it was about 88 people in total. So some of those crimes were multiple people. And so, but what he's talking about is so we're going back to the same thing we were just talking about, though. If black people only get things when it benefits other people, then it's not specifically for black people. And that's what we're asking for. All these different things that black people are asking for are things that are specific. Now, I know you're going to get into the other crime bills, so I'm not going to jump ahead of the gun.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. Do you thing? Cook.
But the Anti-Asian Act bill is specifically, is HR, 151, condemning all forms of anti-Asian sentiment as related to COVID-19. So
right.
It's specific. It's not saying that anti-Asian, anti-Latino, anti-LGBTQ, anti-women, anti-any other protected group, Native or other blacks. It's not saying that. It's saying it's specifically for the Asian community. It's a protection that they drew and they created this law in a year.
Look,
They didn't need to study for it or anything.
It said this act may be cited as the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act. Following the spread of COVID-19 in 2020, there has been a drastic increase in hate crimes and violence against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. We ain't even deep into this stuff, and this named two groups specifically. This one on this screen in front of us that we're looking at, it's not mentioning Black people specifically. Let me read on. According to a recent report, there were nearly 3,800 reported cases of anti-Asian discrimination and incidents related to COVID-19 between March 19th of 2020 and February 28th of 2021 in all 50 states in the District of Columbia. All right. During this time frame, race has been cited as the primary reason for discrimination, making up over 90% of incidents in the United States. Condemns and denounces any and all anti-Asian and Pacific Islander sentiment in any form. They are naming them specifically. Roland, we not stupid.
And so, because of how weak the National Black Caucus is, that's pretty much who he's appealing to and speaking for. They're trying to sort of sideline or saddle the conversation in regard to any goodies that Black people are supposed to get. And so we understand as well. But the problem is when you're trying to Jedi mind trick people that are smarter than you. And I think it goes back to something Pat said earlier about the elite, especially the intellectuals. They're smarter than everybody else. But see, we're past the time when their alleged or their supposed authority actually has a strong impact on the Black community, because they have had years to have an impact for which they have not cashed in on. They've been given all the cachet. They've been given all of the platitudes. They've been given all of the time. And yet and still, we have nothing. We have actually lost ground as a race in regards to other races moving up the food chain, moving up the social economic ladder, that, in regards to their position and status in this country and power as well. So when there's something specifically for us, now you start to see the fear mongering coming up, because if the grassroots is successful with putting these things forward and frontlining these bills or frontlining these laws or policies, if they're actually successful, if we're actually successful, then where's the relevance in terms of being the Black elite?
Right. They get no crumbs. And that's the thing. They're afraid of losing their crumbs because they don't want the masses of Black people to be able to listen to the grassroots media. Right. They want the masses of Black people to keep signing up to get scammed, because everybody know that Black people are acceptable and easy to be scammed. That's why everybody be scamming Black people. We need to wake up. Now,
well, hold on.
Go ahead.
1 second. I want to throw a boomerang out there.
Go ahead.
Because I think from my perspective, I agree with the way you're positioning it, but I don't think that it's an intentional act by them. I think people like Roland honestly believe that they are the best source of information.
He does. I agree with that. He does.
Yeah. So I just wanted to put that out there, because I don't want people to think like this is an intentional nefarious plan by Roland Martin to sabotage the Black grassroots.
No.
Yeah. So I just wanted to clear that up, like to make sure that anybody that watches, this ain't Roland Martin being an evil super genius villain sitting in the room somewhere. That ain't what this is.
He not only drunk the Kool-Aid, he keep making fresh pictures.
Yes, this is a man that honestly believes it.
Right. Bro, like in this bill, literal Asian people are literally cited in this bill as people who were murdered by a shooter in Atlanta, Georgia. Like they're Xiao Shi Tan, Dio Fing, Sung Chung Park, Hyun Jung Grant, Sun Chuk Kim, Young IU, They're named in the bill. Let's let
Joe,
Roland
ain't none
keep
of that
reading.
on the screen.
I know. I'm put it on the screen in a minute. Let's let Roland keep reading, and then I'm gonna show that.
Or 2, the crime was committed because of the actual or perceived religion, national origin, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity, or disability of any person, and the crime affected interstate or foreign commerce or occurred within federal, special, maritime, and territorial jurisdiction.
What Dr. Anderson said: humpbacks, whales, midgets, everybody except black folk. Like everybody except black folk.
Well, he read that like black folk don't understand English.
He's still going.
There are 3 subsections in here that he lays out. Y'all are looking at the subsections. I'm slowly going through this because, Reese, it is crazy to listen to these people who have read
I
nothing,
listen to her.
who refuse
Listen
to
to this
read
chick.
anything, who continue to advance this lie that, oh, the Asians got a bill. The Asians got a bill. They don't even know what the hell's in the bill. Oh,
well, motherfucker, we'll show him. Motherfucker, we'll show them what's in the bill.
Okay, this was not getting monetized.
He gave up on monetization, but I don't.
No, I'm on my limit. I'm on the limit. But
well, I don't like being talked to like I'm retarded though.
Exactly. That's one of my biggest problems with
and
this.
I know that's not the politically correct way to say that. All right.
So these are the names that I was reading. It's a couple names in here that are not Asian people, but these are the names that I was reading that are specifically named in this bill. But we can go back to the top.
Hold on. Scroll back down to them names.
Looking for a black one?
I am.
Good luck.
Paul Andre Michaels is the
Paul
closest.
Andre might be, that could be black.
Could be.
Yeah, that could be black.
Sound like an author.
He sound like a French something.
So go to the top. So it says, following the spread of COVID-19 in 2020, there's been a drastic increase in hate crimes and violence against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. According to a recent report, there were nearly 3,800 reported cases of anti-Asian discrimination and incidents related to COVID-19 between March 19 to 2020 and February 28, 2021 in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. During this time, race has been cited as the primary reason for discrimination, making up.
Hold on, Joe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I had to look up Paul.
Am I reading like Roland?
Nah, I had to look up Paul Andre Michaels.
Okay.
And he's a 54-year-old white dude.
Okay.
That was killed at an Asian massage parlor in Atlanta.
Wait a minute. Are you sure he was the one that? Because I could have sworn he was the one that did the killing. Okay. I remember when that happened.
It says he was a handyman killed at the Young's Asian Massage. During the Atlanta area shooting.
Yeah, but it was a mass shooting at that. It was a mass shooting by a white guy at that parlor. He ended up getting killed by that. Yeah.
I was looking for the Negro, and I was thinking he might be the Negro, but then I realized even that just further connects the bill to the Asian community. So okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry.
No, but
it's not an Asian bill though. It's not an Asian.
No, it's not. I just want to let you know, like Asians. It says all anti-Asian and Pacific Islander sentiment. It says, and the United States condemns and denounces any and all anti-Asian and Pacific Islander sentiment in any form. Roland didn't read anything that specifically mentioned black people.
No, Roland read the summary. and that's it.
You can read the whole thing. I pulled it up. Well, of course, it's
no. I know you did, but I'm saying I think what Roland looked at, well, what Roland's assistants looked at was the summary, and they made their notes based on the summary, and he read their notes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, you're right. Because yeah.
The Asians got the bill has money just for the Asians. No, it doesn't. And they go through this, and then you take these simple Simons who run with it, and they advance it on social media. And then I even had one person come at me and say, in one of those, I think it was in that Twitter space with Luke, why can't we get a anti-police? This is no lie, Reese. He literally said, why can't we have an anti-police bill that only applies to black people?
You know,
I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong with that. Now listen to the bush. Listen to the bull that comes out of her mouth. I passed my limit, so.
This is like insanity. And I mean, to Dr. Carr's point, there is a righteous indignation. There's a righteous grievance that Black people have within this country. The way that we are mistreated, Black people are still the #1 victims of hate crimes in this country. So there is a righteous grievance with the way that we are constantly attacked, whether it be by the police state, whether it be by hateful monsters and people like the Buffalo shooter. That part is righteous. That part is valid. What's not valid, I love the way Dr. Carr said miseducation, is the disinformation and misinformation campaigns that are targeting and exploiting the pain and the trauma and the violence against Black people to keep us dumbed down, dissuaded from doing anything to improve the situation, and trying to fight battles that our ancestors have already damn won. And it's not even right to say ancestors, because a lot of those people are still living. Diane Nash, Fred Gray, people who were just
what. So now I'm confused. I had to cut her off because the more she talked, the more it was layered, and I was starting to lose track of my initial confusion. So the simple Simons, to use
us
Roland Martin's language,
us as in we's.
Yes. So by people that think the way that some of us do, by saying that we need a bill specifically for Black people, that is, in fact, that request is keeping Black people dumbed down and not wanting to do anything. So asking Black people to do something is demanding, is dumbing them down and getting them to not do anything. Am I understanding what she's saying correctly?
Fentanyl.
She understands. When sometimes when people get up here and they sort of like, it's like the whole double dutch, like when they're waiting and jumping, they finally get a chance to jump in, they start jumping real fast. A lot of times when these pundits get on here, they maybe they're just rushed because we're trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, and so they're just lopping all points together. They wanted to make one cohesive point, but they're making too many points to get to that the cohesiveness of it. I don't know, but I think that they keep playing on this miseducation piece, but they're not saying how we're being miseducated. So they can continuously say we're being miseducated, but they're not being specific. Like specifically, how are we miseducating anybody?
Ding 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 ding. Yes.
So those are the questions we have to ask because and I hate this era of talking because most people now speak in generalities and vagaries that don't quite address an issue, but they think they've said something deep. but it's shallow in nature because we don't know what the fuck you're talking about. My one job. We don't know what they're talking about because we don't know what they're talking about because they never specifically speak to a point.
Right.
They never specifically, they're never specific in regards to what angles they're coming from and why. I mean, if they can explain how we're how we're miseducating people or how the miseducation is taking place, then other than slandering other people. So I mean, listen, honestly, and I don't like to have and y'all know me, I don't really like to do the back and forth for black folk because like one thing that Professor Carr said that was accurate, we do have our enemies elsewhere. We do have enemies elsewhere. We just have too many people from within who, are getting caught up because we don't like to say it, but there's tribalism in regards to how we deal with a lot of these issues. And so the one camp is always beating with the other camp, and it becomes a henpecking situation. No, sister, we're trying to really find out what do you mean by miseducation, because it sounds like you may have just come up with this concept after hearing Professor Carr say it, and it sounded good. But I don't know, Joe. Maybe she gets into it in a few seconds, and we'll learn with it.
Can you, before you started, can you roll it back? 5 second replay on the play, please.
Yes, I will. And I do want to say this: when the enemy sticks its pets on you, you hit them with sticks.
Well, and I want to say this: just because your brother live in the house with you, don't mean he ain't your enemy.
That's true.
Like, in my opinion, Roland Martin is not an intentional enemy. But to say that he is not an enemy, and so then you look at the three that are adjacent to him. Enemy? I don't think Roland is. Only reason I say I don't believe he's an intentional enemy is because I believe that Roland believes that he is operating in the best interest of the community. He just thinks everybody else that's not with him is dumb as fuck and getting in the way.
Well, we're gonna agree to disagree on that one. But I wrote it back. So here you go.
All right.
Just have already damn won. And it's not even right to say
you ain't rolled it back far enough.
And the trauma and
that's the way that I messed around and went forward.
Okay.
All right. So black woman rage because it's okay.
This is like
people.
insanity. And I mean, to Dr. Carr's point, there is a righteous indignation. There's a righteous grievance that black people have within this country. The way that we are mistreated, black people are still the #1 victims of hate crimes in this country. So there is a righteous grievance with the way that we are constantly attacked, whether it be by the police state, whether it be by hateful monsters and people like the Buffalo shooter. That part is righteous. That part is valid. What's not valid, I love the way Dr. Carr said miseducation, is the disinformation and misinformation campaigns that are targeting and exploiting the pain and the trauma and the violence against black people to keep us dumbed down, dissuaded from doing anything to improve the situation and trying to fight battles that our ancestors have already damn won. And it's not even right to say ancestors because a lot of those people are still living. Diane Nash, Fred Gray, people who were just awarded.
Raising my hand. I know this one might be a long one, Joe.
No, let's do it. Let's do it.
What battles have
that's what I want to know. What battles have we won, young lady?
Because
watch this.
With the presidential presidential medal last week. Okay.
So some black people got awarded the presidential medals of honor for stuff that happened to them in the past, and that's supposed to be atonement. And that's supposed to be atonement for what happened to them, and those medals are going to keep black people safe in the future.
Okay, but my technical tag hand's still up. Cause
go ahead.
If they won this battle, we wouldn't be having this conversation.